Right, it's Chris Town here, out and about in London, and the railway line you can see, which is the railway line that goes into London Bridge, which is elevated. If people would let me know, I believe this was the original commuter route into London, built in 18 whenever it was. And Druid Street is quite a long street, and the sort of, as you can see, they're numbered, and underneath are loads and loads of little businesses, and I really like this idea. A lot of them are connected with alcohol, but not all. So I thought I'd take you for a quick walk around to where I'm going. There's the Shard, so that's looking towards London Bridge Station, and I'm looking down Abbey Street, and I'm going to cross the road and I'm going to turn right into Druid Street. That's looking back up Abbey Street, across the road. Okay, it's all clear, so I'm going to go across. And as you can see, if I cross here, I'm in Druid Street. Now, as you know, Southwark was one of the toughest boroughs in London and had a reputation, particularly in Victorian times, for the level of violence. So anyway, but the first thing we're going to do is going to turn around, and there is I mean, they might be pretty good, I don't know what they're like inside, but there is what some people might describe as a 1960s monstrosity, i.e. a 16 or 18 floor tower block. But then if you cross the road and look over there, there's an old estate, and I'm going to be talking about that in a minute, in a second. So there's under the railway bridge. Okay, so down we go, and as you can see, Druid Street, the businesses that are numbered, and they're inside of these underneath these old railway arches, these railway arches, not old railway arches, they've always been there, haven't they? So on the other side of the road you've got the Arnold estate, and as you can see, I don't know what they're like inside, but they've done this rather nice blue and white painted scheme on the front. So I don't know what they are, if they're still local authority or whether they are some are private. I mean, even if they're not all local authority and some are private, then people will pay a pretty tidy sum to live places like this because of the closeness to London Bridge. So if we look over to the other side there, 132 has got a tower sign, and it's obviously a bar, and I presume that goes over to 128, so I presume that's Pedro's Wine Bar, although that could be two businesses for all I know. There's a quick view of those flats again. As I said, a lot of the businesses down here do appear to be connected with alcohol, so I suppose there's a few brewing houses and things like that there. As you can see, not open, or not looking like it's going to open, but there's one there called the Ginger Pig, presumably a bar or perhaps a hot dog joint or something like that. And then we have Anspach and Hobday, which is billed as a tap room. Now, my understanding of tap room is that it was a sort of place where you could buy whiskey and stuff like that. I'm not sure whether it was a prohibition or not, because there was a record, wasn't there, or there was a group called Adrian Rollini who played multiple instruments, these tap room gang, and they recorded in the 30s. Then we have the grain store. You will see a bakery a bit further down. Anyway, we're not short of a pub on this street, because in Sweeney Crescent, which is quite funny because it relates it to the previous video I made, you've got the Marquis of Wellington. And then we have various roads which go off underneath Druid Street, through a tunnel onto the other side of the road. So there's the Marquis. It looks like they're not open yet, although they're letting some air in. So we're now down as far as number 108. There's this lorry outside, Natura seeks sensationality, fine flavour, but I'm not sure what that's about. As you can see, these go on for ages. Unit at 108. Welcome, we are open. I'm not quite sure what that is. They've got bottles of water in there. Perhaps it's a wholesaler. Here's a closer view of more of these flats with the blue and white doors on the Arnold estate. If you happen to see this and you live on the Arnold estate, perhaps you could let me know what you think of living there, because that'd be interesting. We have Millstream Road there and another arch with, you know, another bridge, underpass, tunnel. (102) says Canifier, Schooners, Malplates, Spritzers and Sangers. Don't ask me what that is. Some more of those flats that I've told you about with the distinctive blue and white pattern on the balconies. We have Comptoir over there, it's a kitchen. And then walking further down, we've come to number 88, which is the Fable, which today from midday is going to be the venue for a country music event called Ron's Honky Tonk, and that's what I'm going to. So number 86 and 84 look like they're available for hire. Somebody's clothes strewn all out on the side there, don't know what that's about. I know sometimes when people break up, the one will throw the other's clothes out onto the street, possibly not even outside the door. And then you have the Barrel Project, which has Crafty Thursdays, £5 for a pint and £5 for an Aperol Spritz, whatever that is. Next we have Pottery Arts and Crafts at number 76. That business was just opening as I walked along about 20 minutes ago. And then we have a bakery, St John's Bakery. Very useful. Number 68 is Carrington Brown the Florist. And then I intend to stop this video at this point because I have no need to go any further. And then we have Igloo Flowers, and then we come to another tunnel in Tanner Street. So just a little bit of that street, which is Druid Street in Southwark. I hope anybody who's watching this video finds this useful. Bye for now.